Top 5, baby. What's up, guys? This is another episode. It's one of the top 5 episodes of the Betwixt Ideas Podcast, and it's your boy, Shaq. Today I'm feeling a little... I'm gonna call me the crispy French fry. I'm feeling like a crispy French fry.
Hey guys, it's Jamie. How you doing?
All right.
Top 5.
Top 5.
What one we discussing today, Shaq? What has been one of the memorable moments, or maybe not memorable, but noteworthy moments of 2021? I know we did COVID last episode. Little mini spicy episode for you, man.
We're gonna have to talk about Derek Chauvin.
Oh yes, his guilty verdict.
Yeah, the Derek Chauvin case. And
huge.
It was very big. It was very big.
Did you watch any of it?
I wasn't that locked into it because I feel like I've become quite a bit of a cynic when it comes to just racial discussions.
Okay.
I am very much, of course, I always speak up on things like this, but I've become quite cynical because I feel like I've seen it all before. I feel like...
Do you know what? I did get that kind of feel from people that it was just like, what is actually going to happen? Right, he's been arrested. Yes, he's being tried. Yes, it's going to court. Yes, it's getting the quote unquote buzz that it needs to. But what's actually going to happen? I think a lot of people were I think there was a few people that go, is he really going to get the book thrown at him?
Yeah,
he did.
He got the book. People were quite shocked to see him get the book thrown, but I feel like,
well, rightly so, he got the book thrown at him.
Like I said, call me a cynic, but I honestly feel it's just like, let's just give the black community a bone. Let's just throw them a bone, and we're just gonna put this guy under the bus. I know that sounds crazy.
I know what you're saying,
but I feel like I've seen this shit so many times.
Do you feel like that the verdict was more of a like they scapegoated him?
I feel like they scapegoated him
rather than sort of like it being the new president of you just murdered a human being regardless of race or status or whatever, and they should go to prison. In this instance, they just went, well, we're gonna give them the win this time. Is that how you feel?
I think that's just how I feel. I think they just woke up and thought, you know what? Let's just give them a point.
I think this is a wider discussion.
Like, you know what it's like when, say, like your little brother wants to play the PlayStation,
yeah,
and you're just whooping his ass at the game, and your parents come, oh, just give him one game. That's how it just feels like.
Oh, that's kind of sad, man.
I know. I just been looking at shit, man. Like I've had, because like,
I know you love your sort of I don't want to call it Black History, but I love
my Black history.
Lack of because I personally don't agree that there should just be. It's just like this month is now Black History Month. History should be history regardless of race, but for a lack of a better term, I know you like your Black history.
Yeah.
And you're very knowledgeable on that. And I think
I've got my knowledge. Yeah.
And I think sometimes, also what I don't know what I said there. And I think sometime in the future, I didn't mean to say sometimes, sometime in the future, it's part of a wider discussion, this Derek Chauvin stuff.
There's a lot to discuss.
I think we will do a dedicated podcast on it one day. The sort of the wider discussion.
Yeah, it's a lot to discuss because...
Well, it's certainly something that is very close to people that cares hard.
Yeah.
Because I care. Because I've grown up and I've seen dumb shit based on race. You don't even have to look at it as race. You just should know that, or even status as well.
The police shouldn't have that much power to where they can just lean their knee on some dude's neck for about 8 minutes.
Did you ever watch the video?
Yeah, I've seen it about once or twice.
I never saw it because I didn't want to see another person kill another person.
Yeah,
I've never actually... I've seen like stills of it, but I've never actually seen the full video.
Yeah, not like...
And I couldn't bring myself to ever watch it.
It's awful. Like, it literally reminds me of the... God, what's that guy's name again? The guy did the illegal chokehold hold on him.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm not good at names.
Yeah, I can't remember the dude, but like the guy in America did a illegal chokehold because they thought he was selling like cigarettes or CDs or some shit.
I vaguely remember this.
And it's like
you
don't need to be doing all that shit. Like this, the conversation that needs to be had is that I'm not like, I don't really like the police because I feel like they have too much say so and power, and they're not really reprimanded for abusing said power.
Agreed. Yeah.
My thing is, when you're a police officer, and you don't have to agree with me, by the way, I feel that you've put yourself in a position where you cannot fuck up. Not once.
No, I completely agree with you, because I remember with the whole Derek Chauvin thing, when it happened, there was the phrasing of like bad apples. Do you remember the phrasing bad apples?
I'm going to stop you right there. Sorry, I just want to put this out there, right? I don't give a shit about this whole, it's just one bad apple, but listen.
No, this is my point. If you're a police officer, you can't afford to be a bad apple.
You can't afford to be a bad apple. You can't sit there and stand by as your fellow officer.
I don't know which comedian it was, and I believe it was a comedian. It might have been someone else, and I'm
might have been Dave Chappelle. I know you did like a big like special on that shit.
There was someone that said, and I don't even think it was the whole Derek Chauvin thing. I think it was something before, because let's face it, shit like this has happened before, and I'm sorry to say it will probably happen again, because it's so fucked in the world. It's just fucked. Like, I'm not being ignorant and saying like it's never going to happen again and this is a learning experience, blah blah blah. It is all of that. It is a learning experience, but unfortunately these things are cyclical and it happens again. But what I was going to say is, I think it was a comedian. It was just like, with the whole bad apple sort of situation, it was just like, or they're having a bad day or something. They did what they did because they're having a bad day. It was just like, a pilot can't have a bad day.
Yeah.
If a pilot has a bad day, everyone's dead. So why is a police officer someone that is their first and foremost duty is to protect the people and uphold the law in a lawful way? So even if he believed George Floyd was a criminal, whatever, he was going to arrest him, fine. I have no issue with any of that, because people get arrested, fine, whatever. If he believed he was a criminal, why on earth did he have to do what he did?
Listen, man, because these police officers, they know that they can get away with a lot of shit,
and that's the thing.
And they don't have to. They're not gonna. They're gonna get put on a desk job. It's like,
slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist. Like this is why I'm just like, when I saw the whole thing, is like, this guy's gonna get off, and he didn't get off. But even so, I was still cynical. I was like, they just threw us a bone.
So you feel like they scapegoated him to give you when I say you, it's like the
to give the black community some hope. Like, maybe the police are not that bad. No, listen, you got.
I don't know what his sentence was. Was it life? Or
It was a hefty amount of years. But
I think they're now trying the other police officers, but they're also trying them for.
Yeah, because you're accomplished at this point. You're.
No, I know, but I think originally it was like a lesser charge, and I think it's now being argued that it should be a more serious charge. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. Sure. I wasn't locked into this because I've seen it so many times.
No, do you know what? I wasn't either, but when it sort of started picking up, and again, like, I don't mean this in like any offensive way, like the buzz around it again.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when things become mainstream media.
Yeah. People were talking about people coming out to get their little brownie points on the internet. It's like, oh.
Of course, I was very interested to see what the verdict would be, and I am with you. I wasn't 100% sure whether they would just sort of let him off, or in the sense of give him a lesser punishment for the crime that he committed.
Yeah. I can't really describe how I'm feeling about it, because
it's a shit feeling.
It's a shit feeling, and it doesn't make me really hopeful for the future, because these police officers have nothing to lose.
No,
they have nothing to lose. Like, I can't remember who said this. I can't remember if it was like it's a guy called Dick Gregory. I think he might have said this. I think one of the things you can do for these police officers to make them really, give them something to lose. Like, make sure, like, if they have their gun, they have to go and insure it themselves. And if they fuck around and kill someone with the gun by accident or whatever the hell, or they just don't use it responsibly, then it should cost them a lot of money. Yeah, that should be like an offense.
Yeah,
in a sense, like give them something to lose if they're in a scenario.
So like, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty certain that police forces in the UK and in the US, they have incentive programs. You arrest X amount of people. That's good. You've hit your quota. I don't know if they get any bonuses or anything, but they get a pat on the back. So what you're suggesting, with what from the quote that you were saying, is that there should be a negative incentive. Yeah. You fuck up, you need to be fined. You need to be reprimanded.
Exactly.
In some sense.
But
they're not. As you said before, they get a slap on the wrist and they're given a desk job for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like, they get like paid vacation or some shit.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? That is one of the most bullshit things in the world. Bullshit. There are only a few professions in the world where you get paid, like, forced vacation. Like, I know we get paid vacation because we have to take it off, but if you fucked up your job, they go, right, Shaq, paid vacation. Yeah. I'd be like, okay.
Listen, guys. Like, I do QA, right? So I'm trying to work my way up into like being a QA engineer, like full-time QA engineer, right? If I fuck up on testing something, then I get in trouble.
Yeah.
I might get put on like some sort of disciplinary program or whatever. I might even lose my job depending on how big this project is if I don't do my job. Okay.
So again, like when I was saying about pilots having a bad day, you have a job where you can't really have a bad day, otherwise you get in serious trouble.
Exactly. Like I just come from like a project. It was a big project, right? Lots of money, in the millions, right? Just come off that project.
Wait, all go into your pocket?
No. You mad? Lol, I wouldn't be in this flat. But
you would have some sick setup.
Oh my god. But I had to make sure that I was of full mind to do my job. I was working past the clock doing a lot of shit. Overtime. Yeah. So I was exhausted, but I still did my job and I still did it fine. And yeah, my job may not be on comparison to something like a police officer or whatever. But that's my point. Police officers can't have a bad day. You cannot have a bad day. You can't have a day where you're like, yo, I didn't get my breakfast. I didn't have my fucking ready break or my Snickers.
Violence. Because this is what some of them do. They wake up and they choose violence for the day.
Man, a lot of those people are just like, they just like have some sort of like issue that they need to take out on people, so they become police officers and just bully people. Just low income, poor, black and brown people. Yeah, I said it. That's like, I know I just sound tired, bro. I'm tired of all these like fucking
but it's understandable,
bitch ass cops, man.
But I think, like, I know you said you were cynical, and I think definitely one of the positives that I want to take out, well, I say but I mean like that we should take out of it, is that he got his sentence. He was found guilty. He got his sentence. I know you're cynical and you're saying you feel like it's a bit of a scapegoating situation where they're trying to like throw you a bone and just go, hey, black guys, look, we got him.
We got the guys. And now the call's coming from inside the house. Like, oh man, look, it's got. To be fair, we couldn't really do this discussion with just like a small top 5 episode. This is a big discussion.
No, of course, but I think when I think of like 2021, I think whether you're skeptic or not skeptic, whether you're cynical or not about it, it is certainly a noteworthy moment, and whether it does have any larger positives for future events, well, I mean, it would only be speculation at this point to say yes or no whether it would or wouldn't, but I mean, I think we would both agree at this moment in time and the way that history has got that it probably won't mean jack shit in the future. But
time will tell, man. It
is a noteworthy thing of this year.
It is, unfortunately.
He got his prison sentence, and I hope he rots in jail.
Yeah, someone's gonna kill him. Anyway,
and he'll be protected as fuck as well, to be honest.
Oh man, you probably, They do like protect a lot of these people and whatever the fuck. But we also the other one, but what's the kid's name? Actually, that's nothing to do with race, I don't think. The kid that went at the riots and he shot like 2 people.
I'm not sure what you're on about.
I'm sure it's happened. Rittenhouse? house. I don't keep up with a lot of this shit. Not because like I don't want to be informed. It's just because I feel like I've seen this play before. You know, it's like that Back to the Future joke. It's like, oh, hey, I've seen this one before. This is a good one. I feel like I see this every time when some black person gets shot, and I'm just like, you know, I'm not like opening myself up to that anymore.
But that is. Do you know what? As we've said, it's a wider discussion to have, but it is very sad. But as I said, I think if we're to take anything away, whether it's a scapegoat situation, throwing like the bone to the black community, at least the positive silver lining, you can say he got his prison sentence, rightly so, got his prison sentence, and I hope he rots in prison for the rest of his life. I don't know what his years was. I can't remember.
I don't know. Don't care.
He has zero quality of life in prison because he murdered another human being, and I don't think he had any remorse for it. No, because he's a big prick.
No, you know, when you got a bad one, you don't have remorse for anything. No. Anyway,
guys, I know that was a bit of a.
That's a bit of a Debbie Downer, but we're going to bring it.
It's a bit of a serious one, but it was noteworthy.
We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back
in the next one, guys. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, comment, follow, share, all that jazz. Look at our socials. Email us at thebetwixtideasfeedback@gmail.com.
It should be in the description. You should see it in the description.
All the stuff in the description, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow for number 3. Yeah.
Trey. Let's go.
Peace out.
Bye.